Right, we've started recording. Sorry, I'm just taking a jelly baby right now. Hello, this is, the rather ironically named... Actually, is it the pub podcast anymore, or is it the life coaching podcast?
I guess really it's your podcast. We can choose. I know I'm part of it. I feel co-host, but I don't want to walk in and take over.
Well, you know, with my own self-obsession, it's going to be my podcast.
Yeah.
It's mine!
Yeah.
Like that. Anyway, sorry, this is Liam Copeland, obviously. Although, having said that, I suppose there has been a sort of switch in roles, because I feel like you're going to become my life coach now. As you know, my recent, I've decided to stop drinking for good. And Liam, obviously, he drinks Beck's Blue. So.
That's like last week. It's because the thing is, I won't let you have any now. You go a year and 3 months is when I started drinking now. A year and 3 months without any alcohol, and then you try that and it's beer, but you're not drunk, so it's not what you don't want, the toxin in your body. But you're like, oh my god, this is a fucking beer. This is fucking epic.
Well, my sobriety has lasted 3 days so far. And I'm getting bored of soft drinks already. My caffeine addiction's gone through the roof. What I'm more worried about, because I'm essentially going to replace one addiction with another. And obviously, alcohol and narcotics kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So I've kind of pushed that to one side.
But you can't really take the moral high ground if you're going, I don't drink, but have you got any heroin?
Yes, but I'll do a kilo of smack in 4 days. No. What is worrying more is that I'm just going to replace this addiction with another one. And essentially, if I'm going to revert back to form, it's just going to be a string of women, which I'm quite worried about.
I'm not worried about.
Are you not? No?
I was going to go for simple masturbation, but if you could actually get someone to hold your penis, I would go for it. I wouldn't, I don't think you really need... I think you're overthinking this.
I've spent too much time in my own head. Sorry, go on.
You've found your addiction. You're just half embracing it at the moment. And that is your turning yourself back into 2007 Stuart.
I want to say 2007. Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, a string of women. It does sound fun.
No, I meant more in your look. And
rubbish. Oh, my look.
Yeah,
we can't really see my look at the moment.
No.
Sorry. What I'm quite annoyed about is I was hoping to paint my nails during this podcast, and I spent £3.19 on some nail varnish, and now I can't find it.
But the other thing is, I don't want to be that guy, but is there any reason why it's black? Are you bringing emo back?
I'm not emo, I'm a goth.
I'm pretty sure you're an emo. I don't think you could pull off goth.
What do you mean I can't
You're
pull
not
off
dark enough. You need to be like me.
What do you mean I need to be like you? Well, so...
Do you hate everything?
Yes.
No, but you're...
I'm going to hate everything a lot more. I'm drinking soda water with fresh lime. I've put on a lovely spread for us,
we've got some jelly babies.
Just to set the scene, we're currently sat in O'Neill's in Brentwood.
The pubs are available.
I've laid on a lovely spread of jelly babies and fruit pastels, which, you know, Liam actually insulted. I took the time out, and this is what he did. So anyway, right, now we've discussed the jovial stuff, let's move on to the serious stuff. I last night in my other job, where I work behind a bar, every Sunday night we have a live band. You know, they're quite good as cover bands go. You know, they played the songs and they sounded like the songs they were supposed to. So you know that was right. After they finished, the lead singer came to the bar and he ordered a beer, and he paid for it and he got the change out of his back pocket and he had all his loose change and then paid for his beer. And what I started to think was, do you reckon, like Mick Jagger, before he's ever gone on stage, just thought, I really fancy a Snickers. And he's gone and bought a Snickers, all he's got is a £20 note, so he pays with that, gets his Snickers, puts his loose change in his pocket, and then goes on stage in front of 100,000 people.
I always imagine, and this is just probably not true at all, and this is just poor people dreaming, I just imagine they just throw the 20 at them.
Really?
Also, plus, I genuinely think if Mick Jagger wants a Snickers, he ain't paying for it.
Well...
Do you know what I mean? Maybe Doc Cotton would pay for a Snickers.
Okay, maybe... Right, let's maybe he upset the... No. Yeah, he won't pay for it.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to think, because a lot of them have riders anyway, so if he wants a Snickers, he could probably just go, I want a Snickers, or if he was a bit dicky, go, where's my Snickers? I put them on the rider, and then a little showrunner would probably get fired and cry his eyes out, and his life would be over, and then he'd probably join this podcast.
Are we recruiting? I don't like recruiting because I don't like being spoken over, and you don't talk over me. You insult me, but you don't talk over me. You do slightly massage my ego, which is quite nice.
I feel that you've got to, really, in life. It's because I actually like you, one of the other people, so...
That's always
I've started realising I'm 26 now and I'm losing friends quite quickly because I'm a dickhead, so...
So you need to retain some of them.
I think...
I'm in the friend retention group.
We're always going to think that rich people don't need change. Do you know what I mean? But they probably do have change, because that's probably what makes them stay rich.
Does he go on stage with the loose change in his pocket, just jangling about?
No, I imagine he probably puts it in another pair of jeans.
Do you reckon he puts it in a locker?
Yeah.
And if he's got the locker, does he take the key on stage?
No, because the thing is, what you're thinking about is this is a guy in the Swan, where you work, singing a song. So he has to have his change in his back pocket, same as we do, Mick Jagger probably has a PA just for his money, a PA just for his locker key, a PA, and plus you've got to think, whatever show he's doing, he's got a dressing room probably bigger than my bedroom. Do you know what I mean?
I know you said not bigger than my house, bigger than my bedroom.
Because if he was
I've
got
a pretty big bedroom. Like I could fit a double bed in.
Yeah, I've got a double bed in mine. It's actually queen, but let's not show off now.
Well, all right. So what? Queen's bigger than a king?
Yeah.
No, double. Does he go double queen king?
No, he goes double king queen.
No, really?
Yeah, I think so.
What, then you get like a 4-poster.
Yeah, wherever one, I've got the biggest one because I'm a giant.
Technically, a bunk bed is a 4-poster bed.
Yeah, I don't think I'd fit in a bunk bed though.
No.
We can try it if you want.
Okay. Are you making sexual advances on me? I know you're being friendly, but
I'll be truthful. If we could have sex for a bunk bed, we'd be billionaires on the internet. Genuinely.
We are quite.
It's a very.
We are quite gentlemen. And I'm not talking about appendages. I'm talking about height.
Yeah.
And right. Okay. So my second important point was after the band had finished. Obviously, the puts on their own music, and it's all sort of cheesy and all that kind of stuff. Do you know that Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Murder on the Dance Floor?
Yes, I know the song.
Right. So this started to get on my head. That I reckon she wrote that one night. You know, when you go on a night out, I suppose this is going to happen more and more now, where everyone's really pissed and enjoying themselves, and you're either designated driver or you're just not having a good time and all that sort of stuff. And everyone's going, we're on the dance floor, And she's just thinking, well, I'll make a bit of a token gesture to dance, but I'm thinking about going home. And what she's thinking is she wants to go and play Cluedo, because she's quite middle class anyway, and that seems like quite a middle class game.
Wasn't it like someone was on Blue Peter? Her mum or dad, someone was on
that's the one. Yeah.
Don't get posher than that, really.
No, you don't. So, what I'm thinking is she's on the dance floor and she's thinking of Cluedo and she's thinking murder, Colonel Mustard, in the dining room. But she's on a dance floor, so she's thinking murder on the dance floor. So she's also thinking about killing people, so sort of turning Cluedo into real life. Am I talking quickly right now?
You're talking a bit quickly, but maybe
I've had a lot of caffeine, sorry. That's the new addiction. Caffeine. I've eaten a bag of fruit pastel. This spread that I've put on, I've eaten most of it, to be honest.
I'll be honest, I feel your new addiction is sweets, but let's get back to the point of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
I'm going to have a lot of spare money about as well, so I might as well spend it on something. So let's spend it on sweets.
Yeah.
I could invest. But I've got a pretty bad credit rating.
Yeah, I think
that's from all the...
I don't think Sophie Ellis-Bextor wrote that about being bored. I think she probably...
No, not about being bored. Bored and wanting to play Cluedo.
Yeah, I think she probably sat there and went, I want to make a song about a DJ, and, oh wait, Murder on the Dance Floor, that sounds quite good. I just sang for people.
Yeah?
But I do understand what you're saying, because prime example is, my boss at work has organised us all to go out Saturday night, so I get finished at 10. It's my first Saturday, I'm not closing in about 6 months. Kind of just want to go home and go to bed and not go out. But I will pretend to have fun, because that's what God tells me I have to do.
God's bloody hell.
I'm going deep.
Yeah, God.
Nights out when you're not, because this is what I feel you're very gloomy about not drinking. So
I feel incredibly positive about it.
Yeah.
It's something that had to happen. The thing is, what I was thinking is that I was thinking the whole time, I really look forward to this overwhelming sense of self-satisfaction and smugness over everyone else. And then I realised I've always had that. I've had that when I sat in my underpants at 4 o'clock in the morning on my own drinking straight gin.
Yeah.
Like, I've always had that. So essentially, it might get elevated, it might not, but either way.
It will get elevated because I'm exactly the same as you. I've always thought I'm better than everyone.
Yeah.
And now I don't drink. All it is I've actually got something to prove. I'm not better than everyone. I'm better than everyone. Before, you would say it to yourself, and think it and act like it to people, but they'd be like, hey, you're just as drunk as me. When now you'd be like, enjoying that alcohol. But the main thing is, like, you've got to do it for yourself, as I said to you a while ago, like, if you're not giving up, if you go, I'm going to give up for 6 months, that's a challenge. That's not giving up. That's just going without alcohol for 6 months.
Yeah.
Not saying that you should never drink again. That's stupid. I might drink again.
No,
but you've got to look at it as I don't really want to drink.
Sorry, there's someone in the background being an idiot. Yes, no, right. That actually leads me on to the next point. So through the platform of social media, I announced my newfound sobriety. Oh look, this idiot's walking past the window now. Isn't he brilliant? Let's not give him any sort of notoriety. So I got a comment of support from Guy McKnight. Yeah. And if anyone knows who Guy McKnight is, he's the leader of 80s Matchbox. Yeah. So he's basically, I've been given support by my idol essentially, which is quite nice. And that made me feel amazing. It was like Christmas Day when I read it. But what he did say is take it one day at a time. Yeah. And everyone's been saying that, but what winds me up is because when you say it's a challenge, because I'm doing it now, I want to be the best sober person in the world just because of my ego. So I don't want to take it a day at a time. I want to take it like a year at a time. But obviously I'd have to get a time machine for that.
Day at a time makes it sound like you've got an addiction. You don't have an addiction. Yeah. Because you're not drinking. So 3 days you're proving you don't have an addiction. It's whether or not you just don't want. It's a choice. It's not even don't want to. It's just, personally, there's a lot of pros and cons, like money, great time. But if you're very much like me, where we can go out and have a good time without drinking. Now, getting drunk is very funny when you're 18. It's amazing. 21, 22 even. 23 is probably when you should be like, maybe I shouldn't be in Eclipse. By the way, worst club in the world, just so you know. That's my only opinion, not everyone else's.
That is Eclipse in Bolton, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Eclipse in Brentwood is fucking banging on a Tuesday.
Sorry, go on.
And by 26, if you're still going to O'Neill's every Thursday and then going to Eclipse afterwards, and especially if you're wearing a suit to this, you need to look at your life. Because it's the same as, if I'm honest, do you know what? The best way to describe getting older is, if your mum or an older lady in her 40s, 50s that you know is talking about the latest boy band and how fit they are, that's someone that needs to grow up. Because they're old enough to be even my kids now.
Yeah.
But really, if you just want to be the best non-drinker, then just keep showing off about it.
How will I do it? Should I do cartwheels as well?
I can't
do cartwheels.
See, the problem is,
that could be my new hobby, cartwheels.
Yeah. The problem is, you've already lost this battle because I'm a year and 5 months in. I'm not drinking a drop of alcohol. You're 3 days in.
Well, yeah, but I'm better at it, even if it's 3 days.
If it, do you know what I mean? You could be like, it'd be better. You may want to wait a little bit of time.
I'm gonna have to sneak some scotch into your tea or some vodka, so then you're back to day one again. But I'll do that in a month. So then I've got a month head start.
Now, whatever drink you ever give me, I'm not going to accept.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you found a minor flaw in my plan, but at the same time...
Is that a Broxton shirt?
Huh?
Is that a Broxton shirt?
It's not, well...
It's not the band, or it is the band?
No, it's not the band, the Bronx. It just says Bronx.
I've got a little bit excited.
I like to convey through my T-shirts where I grew up.
Yeah.
And this T-shirt says Bronx.
Because I know... Should we talk about your tattoo? Because that's been on social media this week.
Oh.
We won't talk about my social media because I'm just mean, so... Yeah, you got a new tattoo.
I did.
What does it mean for the people that don't know?
Well, it's quite personal, to be honest. But the styling of it's a tally of 6 across my chest.
Is this because your hair is starting to look like Russell Brand in Forget the Sarah Marshall, and he's got that tattoo of years going out drugs?
What
yes, I saved that joke before this podcast.
Thank you. I mean, what? I did think this the other day. It's that I do look like Russell Brand, and I use long words. I'm incredibly condescending, and now I've gone.
What scares me is if we're doing
this is getting ridiculous. Yeah. So what does that make
if this is forget? I think if we're doing forget the show Marshall, I'm Jonah Hill because he's the fat one. It's the only thing I've got.
So you're like the awkward one.
I would like, but then again, he's quite small.
You bring me coconut pie then, though, don't you? Or is it coconut cake? You do, because I remember that film.
Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that.
So then I haven't got to pay for my sweets then.
Yeah, and I quite like that film actually. I think it's quite good. But
it's quite good. How long have we gone on for now?
We're doing it.
Oh no! Oh,
what are we on?
I think we should say bye to everyone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I think the only thing I would ever say to people is do what you want to do. That's so uplifting. I feel I need to punch a kid now to even out the world.
I thought you were going to say punch a kidney.
Could do.
You could punch your own kidney or just a kidney. I mean, would it be a kidney inside someone or would it be a kidney?
If I punch your kidneys, you can't drink them.
What do you mean?
If I take your kidneys out, you can't drink. No,
it's your liver.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just get your
liver. I'd still be in trouble. I'd be in trouble if you took my kidneys as well.
Yeah. But you'd be the best non-drinker if you had no livers. Because then that's how far you've gone. Is that I don't even want to drink.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel the other thing is you go full straight edge, start getting crosses on your hands.
That's what I was thinking. Is it still cool to call it straight edge?
See, I smoke, so my friends joke that are like into alternative stuff and stuff, call me straight edge. I say I'm not straight edge. I quite like their ideals because that's the other thing. You can start wearing straight edge t-shirts that says like I'm better than you for not drinking.
No, I don't want to do that.
I thought that was right up your street.
No, I like the whole sort of inner smug, condescending thing.
So really,
where it's kind of subtle.
So what you want is a hoodie, and then unzip the hoodie when you want to say your statement. Then you'll say that. So like on the outside, you're like, I'm one of you, but in the inside, you're like, I'm better than you, bitch.
There you go. See?
I get it.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Liam, and thank you everyone else for spending time with us.
And we will try and make this a bit more regular because we got a bit.
Yes, we got a bit bogged down, but no, this is the first of many, or the third of many. Either way, thank you for just
being here,
living your life, really.